This video looks at the best chokes from the Dushanbe Grand Slam and the Upper Austria Grand Prix. There are two chokeouts. There is a choking controversy. We'll start off with Ballhaus of Germany. And if you saw my video on the Teams World Championship submissions, you'll know that Ballhaus can win and submit people with this Huizinga roll into Ashi-gatame. But the Ashi-gatame wasn't enough to do the job. Her opponent was able to escape. In doing so, she exposed her neck, and Ballhaus was able to get the submission, make her opponent do a little bit of tap dancing as well. Now this is a submission which is a bit of an optical illusion. I was convinced that the girl in blue had dragged her opponent's sleeve across her face in a bit of a gift wrap style. On closer inspection, it's a classical Okuri-eri-jime where she's just grabbing the collar of her opponent. It's the girl in white who's grabbing the sleeve of the Chinese judoka. Good example of finishing the Okuri-eri-jime with the same side leg. And now in this example, we're going to see someone using the opposite leg to finish the Okuri-eri-jime choke. After this one, we'll have a look at the first of this video's chokeouts. So here's the first chokeout. Excellent transition from Uchimata into the choke. She dives over her opponent in order to grab the leg, which enables her to wrap her opponent up into a nice little package. And I'm quite sure she was out for a long time. Just look how limp that right arm of her opponent is. And it just keeps going and going and going. She's just wrapped into a tighter and tighter little package. And then finally the ref realizes she's out. And 40 seconds later, she was able to recover and walk off the mat. Often when you see some action on the edge of the tatami, it's just for the referee's benefit to be looking busy. But in this case, the reason things got busy because it was really down to the business end of this match, and a submission win for the choke there, a kata-hajime. Next up, we've got the first of two German girls winning by Sankaku-jime, the triangle choke. First up is Scoccimaro, and we'll see another triangle choke win a little later. One of the biggest mistakes you can make in newaza is to look at the ref and see whether there was a score, and in this case she looked up at the ref. Her opponent just put the hand in, got the choke. Now initially the cloth of the jacket seems to be covering her chin. The referee may have been able to call mate here, but Laborde adjusted the choke position, and this time she got it deep under the throat. Now you can see the chin of her opponent. It didn't take her long after that to get the submission. The lesson from that one is keep your eyes off the ref when you enter newaza. Brilliant work to transition from the foot sweep into the choke here. She's using her hand on the back of her opponent's head to push her head towards the choke, and her opponent seemed to drop unconscious just after she was submitted. There will be one more possible chokeout coming up later. It's a bit of a controversial one. Now here's a nice sumi-gaishi, and Bavuudorj immediately snaps that judo gi right under her opponent's chin. Here's a great choke using the legs by KRSSAKOVA. She's got one hand in on the collar. She locks the arm in place. She's able to finish her opponent quickly, so I'm pretty sure this was a submission via choke, not osai komi. In the super heavyweights, Ruri Takahashi of Japan was very impressive at the Upper Austria Grand Prix, showing a mix of choking, tachiwaza and pinning techniques to dominate. Here is another German judoka that picked up a win with Sankaku-jime. Olek not only won this one, but went on to win the gold medal, beating Germany's #1 ranked player in this division, Anna-Maria Wagner, a world champion in recent years. Big weekend for Germany's junior world champion. Here is a moment of controversy from the Upper Austria Grand Prix. Was the judoka in blue choked unconscious, or did the referee make a bad call? I think the ref got it right. Let me know what you think in the comments. So if you have a look at her right hand, She's gonna release the grip of the judo jacket. It appears her hand went limp. Seems to stumble a little bit getting up. To me, it looks like she was choked out but recovered quite quickly. I think the referee made a good call here. There are often a lot of comments on my chokeout videos saying that the referees do a bad job in stopping the action. I'm pretty sure there will be comments saying the same thing when it came to the Korean chokeout from earlier in the video. In this case, the athlete wasn't happy. Neither was her coach. Subscribe for more non-stop Nawaza.